I heard your knock.
My knock.
Please, no.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Ready Speaker. Today's movie, since I am doing a lot of movies as of late, is The Last Voyage of the Demeter. It's a horror film, classic horror film, I'll say. You saw a clip just now of it, so there's spoilers, but not spoilers. So summary is, in the book of Dracula, the first chapter is about the captain on the Demeter that is chartered to bring boxes to England, and he talks about how the crew were attacked by a creature. So this is a play on that story of what happened on that ship. And I'll tell you, it's a really, really good film. I think it's beautifully shot, well lit. You saw from the clip, it's dark, it's eerie, it has really interesting pacing. There's some interesting camera work. I haven't really talked about that recently, but this film really does a lot with the bokeh, depth of field, lighting, juxtaposition of scenery, camera movements. There's so many things that this film does that a lot of other films just don't want to do. It's a very small space. It's shot on a ship, obviously in a lot of some sort, some movie lot, and there's the CGI with the ocean and everything like that. But it's super interesting. It's well paced. I think a solid movie coming up for anybody who likes horror films or the Halloween time. It starts off, I think, in Bulgaria, and there is something I've always find quirky about the world of Dracula, like why he has to go to England to kill people when there's lots of people from Romania all the way to Bulgaria that you can't cross water and this and that. I don't know why you would have to go there. I don't know why they're so tasty bits of people. But a great cast. Let's just go over some of the details with this. Director Andre Orvedal. I think Norwegian, Scandinavian of some sort. Writers Bragi Afshut, Zach Olkevich, Bram Stoker. I guess they're giving Bram his due for being one of the original people who came up with the idea or put it on paper, let's just say. The actors on this, let's see. It's Corey Hawkins as Clemens. He's one of the main people in the story, and he does move it along. He's sort of like the heart of the conscious of the story. Aisling Francoisi, I guess. I'm not sure if she's Romanian or French. I'm not going to really even look into that. But it's Anna, Bad Luck, Woman on a Boat, and Liam Cunningham, and you'll recognize him, and he's in a lot of stuff. And I think David Dasmalchian is Wojciech. He's in a lot of films. He has a lot of quirky characters, great expression, great way to lean into characters, and I think this is one of his biggest roles carrying a film. So well worth a watch for him. And Woody Norman as Toby. He is in the other film of 2023, Cobweb. Great film too. I think in this one he's British, though. In this one and that one he has an American accent. This one he has a British accent. It's probably his native accent, or he may have gotten some inflections in there just for this character. But I'll tell you, really solid performance from this kid. And again, is Dracula. People die. There's no spoilers in that. Everybody gets attacked. That's the whole premise of him. You're really not trying to see if anyone catches Dracula. They're going to come into contact with him. You're going to see how people, die or become vampires. That's the only thing around it. I think the pacing again is really good. So you're not there for the surprises. You're there for the tension. You're there for the ambiance, the setting. And I think they kill on both of those. I think it's one of the better Dracula films that don't sort of fit into what we usually see. And I think the other people panicking and discovering and sort of at each other during that process is really interesting. and it shows. It shows in the cast. I'm not sure about the. Let's see. I mean, trivia stuff. I don't have any crazy trivia things here, but I'll tell you, I thought it was pretty good. It's based on, the book. It says that. I think it took 20 years or so to make. The script has been bouncing around for a long time. How do you do it? I think now technology is close enough that you can do something like this, where you're having a nice tight ship. You're making it a big world. Doesn't look fake. Really, really interesting in that respect. The textures, the colors, the lighting. Cameras now handle light and darkness better. I think people are open to different kinds of characters on these ships. A lot of people say, hey, what are all these ethnic groups on this ship? But actually, back in the day, just like today, people were short-staffed. So they would get the best of the best if they could for any ship. So you would have, especially coming from Bulgaria, you would have North Africans there, you would have Eastern peoples there, you might have Asians there, you might have a Spaniard, you would have a Turk, like I said, maybe a Moroccan. So all this stuff sort of jives with the tapestry of what this story is about this evil being coming to an empire, a new world. And maybe that's why Dracula wants to go to England. It's the country that essentially at that time was the greatest, strongest empire. It was like somebody going to America, even though there's jobs in other countries by the time you get to America. So maybe that is the thinking of why the story sort of like goes there and this creature gravitates there. It gravitates towards a center of power. And England definitely was a center of power at that time. Again, a little political tangent there, I apologize. But like I said, well worth the watch. Is it a perfect film? Probably not. I think there were some little plot holes but that's inherent in the story. So I'm not going to fault it, but I can't give it a perfect score. But it's inherent in the story of why some choices are made. And you can make those decisions on your own. Not really going to go into it. But, actually one. Yeah, everybody's get off the boat and wait. If you're close enough, just get off the freaking boat. Everybody, leave the ship. Who's scared? Who cares? You're going to die. Leave the ship. I probably would have left the ship. But I would have survived many a horror film. So here you are. Here's the review. It's a little shorter than usual. I think it was just a good film. There's not really much to say besides watch it, enjoy it, share it, talk about it. Hell, leave me a comment below. Talk to me about it. Subscribe. Tell me why you didn't like it. I think it's a really interesting film. I think it's something I can watch a couple times. And in fact, I did. So enjoy it, watch it, subscribe, share, reach out. Maybe if you want to talk to me about another film, I'd love to have a guest on the show. So, yeah. This is Roland Rucci again from Ready Speaker. See you soon. Bye.